Welcome back, everyone, to World of Xeen, specifically Dark Side. I'm Grimith, and we pick back up in Sandcaster with 4 drunk party members, some missing hit points and spell points, and a dream to accomplish more. What time of day is it? It's 2:29 a.m. We got a few hours left. Memory serves, I have taken care of all of this stuff out here. We have some adventures to do. Not here. I know that's an alcove that was trapped. Why don't we head on abroad? See what awaits us. It's an enchantress. And another enchantress. A couple of treasure chests here. Go ahead and open those. 25,000 gold and 100 gems. Yippee for that. Slay that enchantress. The head say okay. We'll open that up for another 25,000 gold and 100 gems. Open that grate. Let's keep it moving. Resolve that foe. Turn my volume down in my headset. Do a quick check to make sure the OBS volume is good. Huzzah. The sewer entrance. Let's explore the rest of this area over here. Howdy. 50 gems and a wand. We're pretty damaging. We do a lot of damage. Clean that up real quick. Spin around, slay that foe. Alcove here. Heads say nothing, and I'm inclined to agree. Let's stay away from that door for now. One of those like trapdoor situations where you walk next to it and then suddenly death. Just gonna turn our back to that other door. Sorceress. Eat that damage. How are we looking on hit points? We're looking pretty okay. I think I can patch up Zachary here as well as Vic. So let's do just that. Zachary, why don't you give us a power cure? And then you can give one to Vic as well. Alright, looking much better here on hit points. Vic still has plenty of spell points left. That's quite alright. 1.5 million gold now in our possession. Continue to explore. Here's this door that I bypassed. Another alcove. Don't bother. We bother. Shoot that down using Team Beatdown's incredible bows. Space-wise, we've not been to those spots. It's just going to be another alcove that has nothing but disappointment. Another grate for us to open. So multiple ways to get into this section. Why would you want to get into this section? Presumably we're going to find the answer behind this door. Now, I don't know whether it's locked or not. I have concerns that I'm going to step close to this door and just get obliterated by a bunch of enemies and I won't be able to, like, jump through there. I don't think I can cast teleport. I'm pretty sure I tried, I showed off attempting to do that in the prior session. That kind of leaves me walking up to this hell. Sorceress HQ. That's right. Multiple members of my party have been... They've been put to sleep, game. No, they've been paralyzed. Okay. Well then. You can see Ultra Uber Omega Sorceress Morgana back there. Okay. It seems concerning. We'll just melee that situation. I'm going to step up here to engage Morgana in combat. The paralysis has been smoothed out, thankfully. And Pork and Beans annihilates Morgana. Done and dusted. Pork and Beans, with the higher speed here in the team now. Saves Christmas. Good work. That's what she gets for wearing that dumb gear that she was wearing. We have an emerald short bow for our troubles. We can certainly equip that. Steel longbow is definitely a piece of gear that we need replacing. Go ahead and do just that. We also have an emerald saber here. Good argument to be using that. Sure. Emerald saber and an emerald maul, huh? Right. That's some nice weapons. Let's go ahead and pull open my graph here. Emerald is superior to ruby. Emerald Saber here compared to a Ruby Club. Most certainly could stand to be replaced. But we also just replaced that Ruby Saber with an Emerald Saber, and I think I'll be doing just that. Go ahead and slide that over. That Ruby Saber, we can slide on over here to Tiny Shop. Though, you know, he is the higher level character. Get that replaced. The Emerald Mall is definitely going to Pork and Beans or Vic Badshot. Can you use malls? You sure can. Malls deal... Let me take a look at the graph. I can find where the hell they located the malls. There they are. They're not in the two-handed category. Tilt's head. They're in the one-handed category in the clue book. Sure. They're one-handed weapons? Huh. See, I always think of a hammer as a one-handed weapon and a maul as a two-handed weapon, and Diablo 2 agrees with me. Why doesn't it use Diablo 2 logic? Okay. Would not have thought that. Well, a maul deals 1d8 damage, and a mace deals 2d4 damage. I would rather take the 2d4 than the 1d8. I really thought I had like a replacement here for Pork and Beans. I was like, all right, Emerald Maul. The 1d8. A saber does what for us? 4d2. I'd rather have that. But Grimith, in order to deal 8 damage with that, you have to get 2s on all 4 dice, and that's less likely than getting an 8 on a 1d8. You know, you're factually right. Also, that's a ruby weapon as opposed to an emerald weapon. That makes it superior. Sapphire, of course, is even better. I think we will just replace this ruby saber that I passed down to you. And since this weapon is one-handed, that goes along with the shield. Okay. Ruby Club's not going anywhere. Pearl Flail, obviously not. Ruby Saber, we're just going to be selling that. Yep. Okay. Thought you had a cooler two-handed weapon I'd be giving you. Iron Dagger and True Club, we're going to pass on both of those. Armor-wise, Ectoplasmic Splint Mail, we should actually consider wearing, huh? Since we're in the neighborhood, we could put this on one of our paladins and lower the armor class some. I mused about that in the this video description for last episode and then just didn't execute. How much does that drop our AC? Yeah, quite a bit. But that definitely did increase the magic resist, which we were attacked some of that there in our confrontation with Morgana, and that could certainly help. Accessories-wise, appear to be fine on that front, and loot item-wise, we appear to be fine on that front. We're going to be resting before heading down into the sewers by the looks of things. Go ahead and check this. 50,000 gold, 100 gems, and some more knickknacks. More trinkets. That's a weapon, toxic plate armor, and a gold belt. Just all stuff we're going to be selling. Nothing there, and nothing there. Alright, cool. Sewer time for us. Go on a sewer dive. But before I do that, I will go ahead and click the rest key. Nice and comfy rest. I'm not using your spell points so much, so I'm fine with throwing down a Day of Sorcery here. Your spell points I am using potentially for various cures and fixes. Let's go ahead and throw down a Daily Protection. And I will also throw down the varying elements here, just in case. Elect, cold, and acid, though I do not recall being attacked by either of those elements. There we go. Forewarned is forearmed, and forearmed is maybe surviving. It's down here in the sewers. Like these beholder beds, which we saw in one of the gym caves. A ring there. Oh, how good's this ring? It's an emerald ring. Well, I mean, that's very pretty. It does absolutely nothing for us stat-wise, but it is very pretty. We got some hags here. Sewer hags. Now that I demoed off their lightning attack, we can move on with our lives. Get out of here, beholder bed. Behold this. Exit to the desert. We don't need to go out there. We'll run into that entrance / exit another time when we're out there in the desert of Doom. Ooh, I say. Don't bother. Nice to win some initiative against those. See, we're not that slow, honest. Note that it doesn't ask whether we want to ascend back up into the city. A charm? What kind of charm are we looking at here? Why, it's a gambler's charm. Okay. More luck increasing items, huh? I don't hate it. We'll remove the Sonic cameo for the resist that is being applied that's redundant. And kick over this charm to Kalen. Alright. Kalen up to 95 luck now through that. Alright, we've explored this section of the sewers. Let's keep it moving forward. How are we doing hit point wise on those two? Nah, we're great. Hasn't been that big of a deal at all. That. Whatever's going on there. Get out of here, beholder bat. You hold no power. I should be checking up those entrances, as I do need to traverse through, like, one of them in order to get to the other section where Super Wizard Man is. Do I kick this? I can't imagine I kick that. Yeah, I just hurt those two characters. It seems strange to me. Oh! I searched something that didn't actually have any treasure and it was filled with beholder bats. That's what I get for just saying, fuck it. Alright, let's actually head back down here. After checking to see where that goes. Took some tramp damage there. How we doing on hit points? Not too bad. Should have shot at that hag first once I revealed that hag. It's all good. Don't bother. Get out of my face. And this takes us to a place we've already been. Don't bother. I'm not so desperate for every experience point that I'm willing to get into every potential fight. Again, we're going to have plenty of experience points. Gold will be our issue. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. Oh, he did it! The madman. We're over here.
It costs 50,000 gold to use the gym. Pay?
Sure.
Enjoy the facilities.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me into the facilities. We got some potions in here, and we got a book. The book is The Art of Bodybuilding. Everyone does already know bodybuilding. I definitively taught everyone that. In the prior game, in River City. These potions, I'm going to go ahead and save before using them, but one of them is going to be mine, the other one's going to be endurance. I'm uncertain how many uses they will have. It could be 3, could be more, nor do I know how much it'll increase each attribute by. Let's go ahead and throw down a save for the game. Let's get on with it. Episode 40. Let's have a look at people's stats. So I know your might is really buffed up thanks to the gear you had on, but I also wanted to get Pork and Beans' up to 100 might. And we certainly did that. That True Ring is not increasing it, right? Yeah, it's increasing accuracy. The Exacto Metal isn't increasing that, right? That's also increasing accuracy. Very good. Yeah, I remembered it being legitimate, but obviously there is an Ogre necklace there that is also adding some more to it. You 3 could go up to over 50 might. I don't think I'm going to care. I think I'm going to give Pork and Beans a hit. and just put the rest in the Necrolotu. Endurance point wise, everyone is pretty strong on that. Necrolotu's definitely getting a hit. Then I can start thinking about who I would want to have more hit points in this group. If this was a sorcerer, I definitely want to pour more there, but as we are humans, so we're not taking a hit point penalty there. On top of being something like an archer, we've got some pretty respectable hit points. I might pour the rest of them into our 2 frontline characters to keep them sturdier so they can actually swing and hit foes when everyone else has been beaten down. Alright, first off, because gear may end up changing. Protein Brew. 10 might permanent. Okay, that seems pretty good. Next up, go ahead and give you some Protein Brew. It just makes too much sense. And then finally, I dare say, because you've got 6 attacks per round and the other folks got 5. Obviously, our barbarians got 7. Tiny Shop, I'm going to give you a hit. 10 might permanent. You know, it's still there. Maybe it gives like a use for each character. I don't know. Vic, go ahead and take a hit. Kalen, go ahead and take a hit. I guess if it really is one for each character, which is a pretty spiffy design, I presume I could just stack them all on one character. It'd be weird to leave you out of protein powder time, even though you're already over 50 might, which could be due to, say, this giant ring. Grimith nods. All right, Zachary. Yeah, everyone got some Protein Brew, which stand reasons to me that everyone's getting a hit of this endurance. I'm fine with spreading the wealth. Sure. What the hell? Everyone can use some endurance. Even with everyone's numbers being as they are. Vitamin Brew. Alright. So much for like giving some thought and consideration to who might be given this stuff. If obviously you could just show more favoritism on some characters if you're also playing with less than a full party of 6. You would have more hits for everyone to go around. This is well worth the price of paying 50,000 gold to get plus 60 to might, plus 60 to endurance. Considering how much gold we have laying around, well worth the price of admission. Pork and Beans has gone up to 76 endurance, so hit a new category here, a new tier. Necrolotu is at 104 endurance, so it's hit a new category, a new tier there too. No one else hit a new tier. Tiny Shop was down hit points already. Alright, great place to be in. Some good stuff right there. I think I've gone through the entire... I have not gone through... Hello. Alright, something I did aggravated those Beholder Bats. Thankfully, Team Beatdown didn't actually need to bust out any, you know, area of effect spells to annihilate them. Some good old-fashioned shoot. That's the technical term for it. You may be unaware. Ah, yes. Shoot. These various hags getting cleaned up, too. The good Sorceress Astra didn't need for us to resolve them. It's just a bonus. Another ladder here. This takes us to a section we have already been. So likely one of the ladders I overlooked then. Seems like exploring the other paths and then coming back to the center resulted in a bunch of Beholder Bats. Maybe leaving and coming back. I don't know. We cleaned it up though. There is any other path there I left behind. We'll find it in short order, particularly if I need to find it. Still don't know what the fuck's in those alcoves, if anything. This is the desert. Seen here. Desert. Guess we're not waiting until we go into the Desert of Doom. Now this is marked on our map. Yippee. We have other work to do. I think up here is where we came in. It sure is where we came in. We have to get to another section, I'm almost certain, through the sewers, so that we can slay the a lead wizard. So we can have happiness and peace, gumdrops and lollipops, or whatever exactly peace entails. That's right down here. Makes sense, given where we were in the sewers, correlating with that. It's good times, good times, very fun, great fun, great fun. How long has this video gone in my meandering conversations? 20 minutes? Yeah, sure, why don't we go ahead and pencil in the rest of this stuff. Sure, even if this goes a little long. What is time but a construct? Not sure if I actually want to turn and look left right now. Or with nods, sagely. But we did it all the same. Alright. Stepping in front of this door I have some concerns about. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Don't be a chicken. Come on. You got this. He said, tilting his head quizzically. So long as I don't turn right, we should be fine, right? So long as I don't look right, we'll be good. Yeah. My bones! My bones! Let's get into this. Alright, Master Wizard. Get out of here. We gotta flung out some implosions. Our magic damage implosions. Energy damage. 1,000 points of energy damage. Those do target one monster, but there were a group of monsters there. We can let Team Beatdown take charge. Don't mind me as I take a real quick drink. Yes. Something I typically avoid doing during during recordings, not during broadcasts. Gotta keep the pipes lubricated. Yes. It makes sense. Shut up. You don't know me. I am not turning unless that door is closed. I'm walking back into this. You can't make me. Okay. 100,000 gold. Well paying for our super cool training. You know, I might back up into the rest of this stuff. If they're not going to have the reasonable intellect to lock these doors. Speed brew. Well, we love to see that, don't we? We sure fucking do. So, I'm a little torn here. One part of me is thinking I should continue to stack speed. Here, so to try and ensure that I can have someone act first to lay down some damage. Another part of me wants to recognize the diminishing returns here after 100. Then again, their diminishing returns really start after 50 speed. Next thing I want to take in mind is, like, I know I have some speed buffing gear on. And that might stay on, but it also might get cycled or handed off to someone else for whatever particular reason. And you know, with that in mind, yeah. So what? You with the accelerator ring, that puts you at 78, so you'd want to have all 3 hits of this? And then Pork and Beans would want 2 hits, but there's only going to be 3 hits in this, I presume. Okay. Takes you up to 131 speed. Oh, priority monumental versus astonishing. I think the diminishing returns remain the same from 50 and on out until you get to the max of 250. I don't think it worsens after 100. In World of Xeen, I don't remember. Shuffle. Backpedal. You better believe I'm willing to exploit the game mechanic on that front. After everything this game has put me through with some shit. Okay. Oh boy. Note the speed there. I should have attacked the wizard with Necroloto as opposed to the master wizard, given the master wizard had already acted, but I didn't. That power cure at work. Yum. Alright. And here we go. Another? Alright. Cool. That'll give me 2 hits of this to give the pork and beans. I don't think he has any other piece of gear on that's accelerating it. He says, looking at the fucking speed medal. No, I took those both off. And the exacto medal is accuracy. Alright, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and give you 2 hits of this, pork and beans. And then I think I'm giving the 3rd hit over here to my sorcerer type character, in case I do want to throw down a fucking implosion and try to get that out before some enemies act. If I give pork and beans another hit, though, no, yeah, that would actually put pork and beans in the same like rating of monumental as opposed to astonishing. I'm fine with that though. No big deal. Well, hell, if I give you a hit of this, you're still going to be in the fantastic category, right? Which is the same as all these chuckleheads. So it wouldn't give you a stat difference in regards to armor class. It would just help you act faster. I'm cool with that. Do any of you, like, have a speed item on? You do. That puts you at 45. Because I'm thinking about, you know, I might replace any of these pieces of gear at some moment. You have a rapid amulet. That puts you at 45 speed as well. As opposed to 53. Okay. Oh, cool. Glad I checked that. Let's give this to Tiny Shop, then. The keeper of tiny shops. And proceed. With our exciting back pedals. Intellect is all going to be poured down Vic Badshot's gullet. I know that we have been feeding forbidden fruit to Necroloto, but we can just put that aside. 196. Colossal intellect. Okay, this should be the alcove where the big cheese is located. Hello, Master Wizard. How you doing? Alright, we look fine. A Master Wizard and Xenoc. They both acted before us. Xenoc actually taking a full hit from pork and beans and not even dropping to red. You want to see some magic? Implosion. Does nothing to Xenoc. That's right. 1,000 points of energy damage? Let me tell you what, bud. I'll actually go to his section right the fuck now. That's another reason why I've been foregoing casting spells on these mages and sorceresses. Didn't remember where their resistances are. Xenoc is the leader of the Wizards and Sandcaster. His attack is powerful, and he's entirely resistant to energy attacks. No implosion in parentheses. Okay. So, he has that covered. The elemental, had I just flung like a fireball at him, or dancing swords. Oh well. The one time I dust off the 20 gems and 100 spell points. Perhaps I remembered that in the back of my mind. Pork and beans, find some plate armor. Some platinum plate armor. Yeah, whatever with that. So obsidian plate mail, we'll go ahead and put that back on. Keep the ectoplasmic splint mail for another time. Helmet-wise, amber helmet. We could make an argument for that over this acidic helm. I know I'm pretty weak on helms. Yeah, that's a piece of gear that's fallen by the wayside, as have some of my capes. Maybe I start looking more into super cool resists that I require, which is not toxic. Magical shield, you could make an argument for that over the cord shield. I don't think that's worthy enough to actually keep. It's merely a magical shield. It's only 10 resist as opposed to the ectoplasmic 20. But it could end up, like, making a difference. Like, we don't need... Yeah, let's go ahead and make that change there. Increase that magic resist. If we find, like, a really great shield, we have a bunch of other characters using shields. Maybe I'll put it on Pork and Beans anyway, and we'll keep the magical shield anyway. You know, just for another time. Magic resist goes up to 20 here. Armor class did drop a little bit, but we're still pretty good on AC for Pork and Beans. There we go. And more intellect for us. Now you can see why I wasn't too concerned about somehow not reaching my intellect threshold with Vic. We're at 226. We are awe-inspiring. Benefits stop after 250. And with 250 intellect, I could go back and read all those books. We could do anything requiring intellect with Vic. Tiny shop, 50,000 gems and some other loot and things. Take a look at some weapons. Gold scimitar, gold longbow. That's not bad. Compare that to a platinum sling. It's like a downgrade, a little bit of quality, but in exchange for some extra damage, we lose like some hit bonus there. Yeah, that's worth doing. Gold scimitar, a ruby saber, of course. That's it for weapons. Some upgrades in here. Armament-wise, got some platinum boots. Hellinger would be pleased, doubtlessly. Platinum ringmail. Accessories-wise, pirate charm. What does that do? Luck? Does that do thievery? Must do thievery. Oh yeah, that's the best bonus for thievery. 25. Pirate charms, huh? Alright, well, as opposed to Mugger Necklace, which does 4, which is the lowest bonus. Excuse me, no. Necklaces and charms and medals, they're a different category. My apologies. The Gambler's Scarab is luck, as is the Chance medal. How strong is each of them? Chance is 10, Gambler's is 25. Okay, we'll unequip that. And I could put that Chance medal on someone else, I suppose. How much does Lucky increase your luck? Okay, that actually is that. Just slightly misprinted there in the clue book. That's okay. Bigger Scarab, Mystic Brooch. That's increasing magic resist by 5. You know what? I'll actually keep that, since I am thinking more about that sort of thing. Winner's Medal increases it by 15. Speed Medal, Executive Medal. I guess I'm just going to sell that as opposed to... What's that? Or the Armored Scarab, right? Which, do we actually require the Armored Scarab in the grand scheme of things? Plus 4 armor class? Compare that to 10 luck. We'll just sell it. Future Grimith will sell that anyway. It will not expose you to the joys of that. I think it'll be saving me more time if I were to just warp Town Portal than running through the sewers. It would be, for sure. What the hell? We'll do a little victory stroll here. We'll talk to that. I swear to you, if you do not learn how to read at this point, I fear for your safety and well-being. Good, I should keep that fear. It'll keep me on my toes.
Thank you. You have done both me and Sandcaster a great service. I am forever in your debt.
2 million experience points. Well, you better fucking believe everyone can level after that. Now we just gotta remember where the training facilities are located. He said... finding them. All right, we should get some training done while we're in this episode before we close things out. Sure. I'll save the game right now for whatever reason.
You wanna train?
I do!
Pretty good.
Pork and Beans at level 30. Necrolotu at level 30.
Pretty good.
Zachary and Kalen both at level 29.
Pretty
Tiny Shop at level 38. And Vic almost making it to level 30. Very close on that front. Oh, we'll just have to stay 29 with the rest of the hybrid classes. Power-wise now. Zachary, Kalen, Vic, Badshot, there's their spell points. Hit point-wise, Pork and Beans, Necrolotu, and Tiny Shop are all over 700. That's pretty good. Armor class-wise, we're not doing too fucking shabby. We naturally did spend plenty of cash. Got us back down below 1.5 million. Did not need to bring so much loose change with me when I came to Sandcaster under gyms. 12,000 on the nose. All right. That was it for this episode. Next time. I haven't decided yet. It might be the Desert of Doom. It could be the Mage Tower. We did get the key to that here, and that would allow us to unlock the joys of the Fountain of Youth. Yeah. All right. Momentarily future Grimith. You'll figure it out. Look at that video length. Oh, so frightening.